Honorable Minister within the Ministry of Housing, Ms. Susan Rodriguez, and the Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony. This is a very famous spot for our case whenever we want to attract the admiration of the people in this community to vote for us. And this spot, we've always had some very great engagement. Your president is here this afternoon because he is continuing his engagements from the top as the president of the people of Guyana as we prepare for budget 2025. Budget 2025, you receive the announcement. It's next Friday. So he's examining, listening, so that when we come out with the final numbers, included are the things that we can do to improve the lives of people in the community. So this afternoon we didn't come to make very long, but the president is more interested in listening to your concerns, in understanding what are the issues that are affecting you, and how we as a government could best respond to make sure that your life and your livelihood is significantly improved. So, Mr. President, you speak now or when they're finished? Minister Rodriguez will now make some remarks. Please, let's welcome Minister Rodriguez.
Good afternoon, everyone. President was said I didn't let TikTok. TikTok couldn't take one. So I'm very pleased to be back here at this famous location. We had many Adal and rice in this house, and it's always a pleasure to be here. Here feels like home. This is the third day consecutively that the president has been here on the East Coast corridor. This is our sixth visit over these 3 days. And it has been remarkable. With the amount of people that we've been able to listen to, assist, engage, it's been tremendous. And it's always a pleasure being out with the president and ensuring that we can respond immediately to the needs of the people in the communities. I did mention to His Excellency, I think it was yesterday, that we are witnessing as we go through these communities now how much more comfortable people are. They are witnessing the development that is taking place in our country, and they're getting more and more comfortable as we deliver on our commitments and as people's lives visibly and tangibly improve. So for us coming out now and hearing the testimonies of those that are pleased with the delivery of the services of our government over the past 4 years, and even listening to those who still need further assistance. It is a privilege and an honor for us to be able to work with you, come into your communities, and to serve you. And you have no less a person leading this than His Excellency, the President, who always humbles himself to come to your communities. No issue is too big or too small for him to address. And everybody always has their chance or their opportunity to speak one-on-one and to have the attention of the President of this country. And we're here to help him to execute everything that he would like to see done in these communities. So thank you very much.
This is homeboy the turf. But let's welcome Dr. Frank Anthony, the Minister of Health, as he makes some remarks.
In this region, there's a very thin distinction between homeboy and homeboy.
Thank you very much, Bishop Adjil, His Excellency the President, my other colleague, Minister Rodriguez, residents. I'm very pleased to be here this afternoon with His Excellency on this outreach. And, you get a chance to have these interactions with people, learn about some of the challenges, but more importantly, to help to alleviate some of the challenges that you're facing. And I think that is what is more important for the President and of course the Cabinet. I just want to touch maybe briefly on health. As you know, one of the things that the President did when he became President was to say to all of us that he would like to see healthcare move to another level. Not just any level, but he would like to see healthcare change into a world-class healthcare system. And he didn't make empty promises. What he did was to ensure that he put the investments in place so that we can improve health across our country. And because of these investments, you will see that we are building a number of new hospitals. And I think we are right now doing close to 14 hospitals across the country. Right here on the East Coast, you'll be having a new hospital being opened shortly at Enmore. That hospital, so you don't have to travel to go to Georgetown anymore. You'll be able to go to Enmore, and that hospital, you'll have a 24-hour accident emergency. You'll have 24-hour laboratory services. You'll have 24-hour imaging services. So whether you need an ultrasound, an X-ray, CT scans, you'll be able to get it in this new hospital. That hospital will also have 75 inpatient beds, 3 operating theater. One is a minor theater, and 2 where you can do surgeries. And we'll have an area there for deliveries of pregnant women. And all of that, before the first half of this year, we want to open that facility. So you would be able to have good quality care right next to you. So you don't have to go to Georgetown. And what we're doing here in Enmore, we're doing a similar one in Diamond. We're doing another similar hospital in Dequendron, one in Lima. We have one in Bath. We're doing one in number 75. And in Ogle, we have commenced the construction of a new maternal and pediatric hospital. And that facility is, of course, going to be world-class. It has 252 beds. You know, from time to time, you see kids would need heart surgery, and they have a challenge getting these types of surgery. That new hospital will have all the theaters and everything to be able to do that type of surgery. And of course, we're building a New Amsterdam hospital. We're building hospitals at Maruka in Region 1, in Keto, in Latam, and a whole host of other places. So the quality of the care that we'll be able to provide is going to improve drastically. And you wouldn't have to go very far to experience that quality of care. So when we came to office, one of the things that the President said he's going to do is to build this world-class system. And we're seeing that every day as we improve these facilities. In addition to that, he has a very strong focus on children, and we have started a program with Mount Sinai. Some of you would know that hospital out of New York. We have started a program, and we have been able so far to screen close to 20,000 nursery school children, and we have screened 17,000 primary school children. And the idea is that we are going to screen all primary school children and all secondary school children, so that if we pick up any problem that they have early, we'll be able to fix it. And these include things like hearing, seeing, dental problems, and a general checkup. And all the issues that we find, we're fixing them. So it's not just talking about health. It is making sure that we deliver health and make sure that people are living longer. As you know, the country is undergoing this transformation. We are seeing prosperity in every community. There is transformation and prosperity. And I think we want people to live very, very long so that they can enjoy this prosperity for a long time. So I'll stop there. I'm sure other colleagues will want.
Let me say how pleased I am to be here with you. And as Bishop and Suzanne and Frank said, Today is another day in the life of our government. And in every single day in the life of this government over the last 4+ years, I can guarantee you without a shadow of a doubt that either the President, the Prime Minister, the Vice President, or one member of Cabinet was in some community engaging people and listening to people. Because that was a major emphasis in 2020, to build a government that is a listening government and a government that acts on behalf of the people. Today, I am here as we are concluding preparations for the 2025 budget. I know, as Suzanne said it, you know, I'm getting a bit younger these days, and I remember starting as a 17-year-old technician. My friend was just telling me, reminding me that when we first met with Clive Brookchan, he's right there. And I remember some difficult times, you know, that is why some of the names he mentioned, Breads and Iron Man and these people from Buxton who were very, very in tune and champion development within their communities. So, and to listen today to communities and to hear the type of changes in the issues that are raised. You know, we started by not having water, and we had limited resources. So you had to put the pipeline in the middle of the road. You didn't have enough money to put the pipeline on both sides of the road. People, young people today ask themselves, which madman designed the pipeline in the middle of the road? They don't understand the reality that it was designed in the middle of the road because when we put that pipeline then, we didn't have resources to put it on both sides of the road. Those were the challenges, deep, deep challenges. And today, when we go to communities, substantially, remarkably, over the last 4 years, we have seen improvement in every single community of this country. And notwithstanding these improvements, we know that there are changes taking place. And from our last set of community engagement, and I've been on engagement all through the holidays. I did the interior in November and December. During the holidays, we did a lot of Region 3. We did some of Region 4, Region 2. Lionel is reminding me. And what I love is the conversation in the country is changing. What do I mean? I just came, for example, from Melanie. And the conversation now is about productivity. How do we get engaged in economic activity? How do we increase production? How do we become a part of the agricultural innovation projects? How do we become part of the building process of the country? A total different conversation. I applaud all of you. That tells you that people are not engaged in the negativity that some people want to tie us down in. People are understanding the messaging and they're understanding the development part. And for me, that is the greatest win. When I go to a community and I see 10 young men and women come to me and say, we want to go into innovative agriculture, it excites me. When I hear you have children, young children, and you want to know how they can be part of the coding project, that is what the future of Guyana is about. That is what we are building. A very modern, different society that must shorten the distance through which we have to catch up with the rest of the world. So when I go to communities today, there are 3 S's that comes up. One is security, and in this 2025 budget, we want to invest heavily on community investment. Greater support to the NDCs, greater investment in the communities themselves. So community security, community sanitation, and service, community service. Those are 3 important issues. And in service, I'm talking about street lights, the drainage, and also community facilities. So those are the new things that are emerging, and it's a function of quality of life. When you go to some communities, you see they have a nice green space, a green park. You know, I go to communities now, and I see the children and elderly, the grandparents sitting down in little green parks. that tells about the quality of life. So it is important that we aspire to develop the quality of life to include this in your living standards. So we don't look at this as criticism. We look at this as a growing process of development and to see how we can really support you. I also know that in some communities we have persons with personal issues. So for example, in housing, in region 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Over the holidays and the last 9 days in this year, we have been working on a plan in those regions to bring all the application up to August of 2023 to zero. That is to make allocations to all of those persons. In region 4, we have a particular challenge because we don't have enough land to meet the demand that is in region 4. But we're also going to invest heavily. But the type of infrastructure that we are building to connect region 3 and region 4, living out in region 3, that's the problem with when you have people like Orlegil. They don't pay attention. He want to do his own meeting. So when we do these meetings and we invest in these areas, what we call suburban areas, or the expansion of the urbanization process, what it does is that it creates opportunities for the expansion of neighborhood that you have been accustomed living to. So for example, when a new bridge is completed and the connecting roads are finished, we are doing Wales development, which might end up to be a 30,000 development. It will take you from Wales to Georgetown with infrastructure in place about 15 to 20 minutes. So you also have to adjust your thinking. Not that everybody wants to live next to their parents or next to their girlfriend and next to their wife, friend, and whatever, right? Everybody wants to live close by to wherever you're comfortable, right? Y'all want to live very comfortable. But what we have to do is to ensure that we work with the development process. You know, when some of these very people, if they go overseas, they will travel 3 hours in the snow to go to work. And they will call you on the phone when you get to work. It's cold at home, it's very nice, life is very good, it's comfortable. There's so much fun out here in the snow. And when they come to Guyana and they travel 30 minutes to go to work, oh God, what are the government to do here, bro? It's just a function of the brain. It's a function of the brain. You see, the brain responds to the cultural environment. When you land there, the brain knows that rain, sun, or snow, you better get on the train and travel 2 hours to go to the work. So we have to change also this culture that holds us back sometimes. So we have many people who apply in 2015, 2018, 2019, who are offered Parfait, who are offered Region 3. But they say, nah, we go wait until East Coast come. The reality, you know, we got to be dealing with the reality. So those are challenges we have to overcome. So today, as we work on this 2025 program, there are a number of persons here with me. We have some staff, put your hands up. We have some staff at the back there, you see their hands. All your personal issues, you will go to them. All your personal issues, you will go to them. I want to listen to you now on some of the community issues that you would like to raise with me as we build out budget 2025. Are we together? Yes. All right, so the floor is all yours now. Who will start?
John here. Sir, I live at the back. Come, John.
Salute to everyone. I come all the way from Section B, Non-Pariel. I live just to the corner, and there's a guy that sells fuel to the other end, so the trucks pass all night. I am a pensioner. I can hardly sleep in the night because the trucks keep traversing that road. Ministry of Housing built a piece of the road, like about a month ago. Because the truck, those heavy trucks, is like 40 to 50 trucks per day going to that guy for fuel. The fact is that I tried talking to the Minister of Housing. As a matter of fact, I wrote a letter to him.
What do you want? What do you want me to do?
I really want you to look at the road because the truck is breaking up the road and
Is
it's
it
breaking.
Collegiate Road? Collegiate Road?
No,
Which
not
road?
section
Towards
D.
the seawall side.
Towards the seawall side.
So you want a road?
Not the road, Mr. President. It's just that I just want you to stop those trucks from going there to stop breaking up the road.
You want us to stop the truck from going to the business place?
Yes. Because I am saying that the gas station sell gas, why diesel, why he is selling diesel.
Well, I can't, you understand what you're asking me for there, right?
Alright.
We can look at the roads and to see how we can put systems in place to minimize the impact on the community. But I can't promise you the impossible to stop people from doing business, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. Once they have the license and so, right, Auntie? But we'll look at the road. Bishop wants to look at the road.
Comrade Juan Edil and Nanala. So do we can't get green in this area, and that the most help we need in this area. So when you rainfall, we get serious drainage problems.
Next. All right. Drainage. Next.
We do the roads, all the
And the-
roads,
and
we
the
come in
drain.
our drains next time.
Good.
Good afternoon, Dr. Mohamed Irfaan, Minister Rodriguez, Dr. Frank, Minister Ejil, and Dr. Hochan, the CBC Chairman of Section B Non-Pariel, and we extend our warm welcome to you guys. We thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. Allow me to propose an idea of having a learning resource center at the community ground. Based on recent census we did, we have over 600 kids actively going to school, resides in this village. The idea is to get a holistic academic approach and development of these kids, and also self-growth for the kids as well, and also a hub so that all kids could interact other than sports, who involved in academics as well. That's my
So Learning
thing.
Resource Center.
Thank you.
Look,
Who else we have? Who else want to speak? Anybody else?
Blessings and good afternoon, everyone.
Community
All
issue, right? If you have any
protocol
personal
observed.
issue, you go to the staff at the back.
First of all, I would like to say thank you, Comrade President and the team for gracing us with your presence here. And I would like to say thank you to Peter and the team who have been working unselfishly to develop this community. Recently, the government has spent thousands of dollars to develop our community center, and you mentioned earlier about sustenance. We have enough persons here to do skills training, and I would love to see that we have a skills training team in there, especially for the housewives and women at home who would like to do something
Tell me
to
what you want to
upgrade.
do. You want some sewing machine? What you want?
Yes,
What do
we want all the infrastructures and maybe a little finance to offset
where's the
certain
doctor?
expenses.
he's right there.
That's the same thing you're talking
The
about?
resource center, the resource center.
That's for children, this is for adults.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's the same center where you can teach adults too, right?
Yes,
Sewing and-
yes,
Can we
same center.
utilize holistically for anyone?
Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
To the President and other ministers, I'm glad to be here. Mr. President, I'm here. I want to, for 4 years now, I'm going to Board of Industry, Commerce and Training. At first I went to Freedom House 4 years plus, and tell them I want to teach people to sew. I'm a tailor and a dressmaker with international experience. And for 4 years now, I'm going to Board of Industry and Commerce, attend many meetings in different villages nearby, and they're promising a training for sewing.
What you want to do? You want to...
Yes, to teach people. I have a letter here, Mr. President, stated everything in here, because I know you're very busy. And I'm willing, I have my own place. I build my own place also. I was instructed that I can build my own place also. Right? Nearly 4 years now I'm waiting. And I'm willing to help any community. Thank you very much.
Where the young lady?
And everything. I'm just tired of it. The little money that you get for pension, you got to utilize it, paying people to clean up. drainage, road, and everything. Nobody's taking part of it. When you ask people or complain to them, is that you're a pest. It's not a pest. It's that you want to see your environment clean. Where I'm living opposite the cinema. That's a dangerous hazard. I am asking and I'm pleading to you if you could get that part of it.
What you want to eat?
Opposite the cinema.
Clean
where
up,
I'm
clean
living.
up.
Melanie Cinema.
I just came from Melanie. Very good.
Cinema Road.
Okay. All right, next person.
Drainage? So we're going to look at the drainage, Lionel, right? The main drain with the Rob Rice thing, and then we look at the community. The second issue that you raised is that of the Learning Resource Center, the Skills Development Center, so we're going to see how we can support that. And the third issue is sanitation, and that, of course, we're going to invest for that. Those are the three things. Am I right? Yes. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Oh, wait. You want to say something?
Yes.
Sorry.
I want to say thank you, President, and for supporting our community.
You are excellent. You're the best. All right, so thank you very much for your presence this afternoon. We're going to continue to work with you and invest in you, okay? Thank you. The noise issue, we're going to see how the police is going to work around with that, right?
Years ago, I put my location.
Start over with the development.
Yeah, the development in this area here for the years I live up here, so there's no ifing about it. It is development, right? But this road out here where they dig up, and the throw this crush and run. When we over the line tap, they went vehicles passing, this does blowing in your house, right? And that's why I asked just now if they could have a bridge just when you come over the double bridge on the line tap between Traspe and Non-Pariel to turn in so that we could get offset because there's one entrance in, one entrance out. But otherwise, I could work along with it, right?
And overall, how you feel about the development of the country, and you think coming out today and sharing your concern and so on and so forth, that you feel inclusive, you feel that they'll be addressed and things will get better?
The development of the country by itself is okay, but there are many red tapes. Now, for instance, I apply for a job. I'm a trained tailor, I'm a qualified tailor at Police Place since last year as a Guyanese citizen. And up to now, I can't get a proper word, right? They were telling me at one time I must go and train, put on uniform. No, me don't pass them age now. You understand? Me don't pass them age now. You want a job, you want to live. Me don't make me heights already in life, me don't set my foundation. Me want to live an honest dollar as a poor man. So some of these red tape, what I have, with jobs is concerned, a man apply for a job in this country and it taking years to get a job. You got to run, come run, go wrong, stand up, stay down, and to get a job is very costly, Police clearance and picture and all these things, it's very costly for you to get a job. And we need some of these red tapes to remove. And when some of these red tapes remove, we can get a lot of satisfaction with young people. Because you send your child to school, he writes 6 subjects, he gets 6th grade 1, and he can't get a proper job, right? So at the end of the day, he ends up selling the car and he ends up lying in. Another thing that is important that I utilize, workshops for young people, skills. A man with a skill always got a job. You got CXC, you got UG papers. That doesn't determine that you always have a job, but when you got a skill, you could make a money. So you walk in a car, you could make a money. And we need things like that. Small developing strategy plan for make young people be comfortable with themselves, right? I'm over 30 years, I'm a tailor, right? And in spite of, once I get a scissors, a tape measure, and an old machine, I can make an honest dollar, right? Thank you very much.
Thank you. just want
I charged up.
start, yeah. So, as a Guyanese, the president and his team is visiting every community, not only to listen to their concern to make sure that it's part of the 2025 budget. What is very important for us is that we see development happening all over. As a Guyanese, I want you to share your opinion of it.
So as a Guyanese and as a resident of this village, we have seen within the past couple of years major infrastructure development. For example, we have better roads, we have street lights, the place is a little bit more secure. If you take a look at the community center, my idea, as well as the whole CDC and guidance with the councillor as well, you look at the community center, it was a forest. I have a drone footage of how it looks like a forest. Now you can go and play cricket, you can go play football, and it's a continuing development of the community from the guidance of his leadership, right? And we thank him for all that he's doing, because without this type of guidance, we wouldn't have had these infrastructural development. And you would see it across Guyana all over. And it's one Guyana, and that's what we want.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sir, as a Guyanese, you said you've lived very long in this community. But I'm absolutely sure, you say you see on Facebook and on television and so on and so forth,
yeah,
all the development that is taking place across this country. As a proud Guyanese, how do you feel about the development happening all over this country?
well, as a Guyanese, born Guyanese, what I could say, the president doing well for this country, for all the communities and all races. And I would like to see him continue with the progress the way they're going. I am happy, and I'm so happy that he come out here to the first time. I live in this area for 20-something years, and I'm so happy that the president come out here, and I'm so proud as a Guyanese.
What is one thing that comes to mind when you think about construction all over the country that is affecting people's life in a positive way?
Okay, the most important thing in our country, the most constructive place is like the hospital, because we need hospital for people go there. That is the most thing that I looking at, and the school too, right? Because that is the very most important thing in our countries. Education is the key success for everything in our country, and war right too. But what I'm saying, I'm so happy. I must congratulate the president and his minister. Continue the job, they do the progress.
Thank you very much.
Good, thank you.